Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, B.A., mentally and physically. Trying to find enough rest, trying to stay energized between the years often is the biggest challenge.
And the starting lineup for Miami, we've got Simone Fontecchio. Tyler Hero is out there with Davion Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Wiggins in at the power forward. From 13, that one is off. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Fontecchio. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
McDaniels, that's good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The drive by Mitchell, and a nice finish on the layup. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Here's Adebayo, following the score by Minnesota. Fontecchio with a screen. Hero for three. Knocks down the triple.
Well, Hero does not lack confidence shooting the basketball, particularly from deep.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the inside. Randall can't hit.
Okay, Randall had
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Mitchell, here's Wiggins. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Edwards for three. Pure from three-point range.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Start playing with him.
Fontecchio outside. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Miami needs to get off a shot here. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
It was all ball.
Look at the footwork and the physicality. Adebayo is a challenging matchup defensively.
And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you, Brian.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Good work there as it goes.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Here's Wiggins, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference, Anthony Edwards.
He's more than deserving of this accolade given the way he's been playing. He injects so much energy into their offense, whether he's finishing the play himself or lending a helping hand.
A big group substitution here for Miami. Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. Larson's checked in for Fontecchio. And Yakachonis subbed in for Mitchell. Heat trail by 5. Here's Yakachonis. Pass to Ware, beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it, stolen by Hero. Over Edwards. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Hero's got 5 now.
And that's something Tyler Hero is really good at, creating space for his shot.
Out to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass.
Okay,
And I love how he's
McDaniels.
pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Randall, good.
I just love the ball movement.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. That's to Ware. Miami moving it around. Puts up the 8-footer. And he gets it to go off the front iron. He's got 7.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Edwards for 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Hero with the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Minnesota up 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Bones Highland out there with Edwards. And it's Reed in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. That one goes in.
Yeah, that's nice work right there. He sets the screen, and then Adebayo just finds that open space to be effective with the ball.
And here's Edwards outside. The triple hits for Edwards.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Pass to Adebayo. Three-pointer Yakachonis. And again, Miami with a triple.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And wow, with some power.
Wow, going to the top floor.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Minnesota with some changes. Anderson's checked in for Julius Randle. Shannon comes in for McDaniels. And Miami also making a switch. Hero's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, you've got two teams, one from each conference, trying to reach that upper echelon. Should be an interesting matchup.
And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. That's right. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
Here's Adebayo. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
And the basket is good. 23 points for Anthony Edwards.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Hero outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple. Hero's got 13.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. About halfway through the season, let's take a look at the standings out west. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the floor. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Fontecchio. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wiggins. And it's Miami with another.
And if you get a look like that, you better take advantage of it.
The Timberwolves lead by 8. Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Pass to Adebayo. 1:10 left in the second period. No good that time. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Basket counts.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Hero for 3. The rebound by Ingles. The Timberwolves have gone 8 for 9 here in the second. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Hero outside. Fires for 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Well, in that mid-range area, Edwards is money. The defense must guard him better than this.
Let's go with a 3. Hero, no good. Anderson finds Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Welcome, one and all. And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games... And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
He is giving the fans exactly what they came to see. He is a human highlight reel.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. They've got Bam Adebayo, Simone Fontecchio out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Mitchell in at the point.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Heat trail by 17. Takes a step back. Here's Mitchell. Hero against Edwards. To the middle. And there's a 3-second violation. And during this last month of action, here is a list of the players who have shot the ball most efficiently so far from deep. Jaden McDaniels on top. Second is Anthony Edwards.
Their consistency from range is unbelievable. It's what every team in the league is looking for these days.
Randall, he's checked in for Phillips. The Timberwolves lead by 17. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Here's the three. The rebound by Wiggins. And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, B.A., it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The #1 overall pick in 2014. He's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Hits a three-pointer. DiVincenzo's gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you.
All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And finished off by Adebayo.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Count the basket. Edwards got 40 points.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Fontecchio with a screen. Hero, the pass to Fontecchio. Three-pointer, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
McDaniels from long range gets the three to fall. McDaniels got 11 points.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Outside Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Adebayo, a screen on Randall. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Yeah, and you've seen Wiggins improve as a passer as he's added experience to his game.
Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. A big group substitution here for Miami. Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. Larson's checked in for Fontecchio. And Yakichonis subbed in for Mitchell.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Yakichonis. Hero outside. Jacks up a three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. And the layup falls. Edwards got 42 in the game.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Pass to Ware. Hero outside. Here's Larson, down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer Yakichonis, counted from distance. Yakichonis has got his second basket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for him. From behind the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Right side, DiVincenzo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. DiVincenzo's got 7 points.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have...
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Joe Ingles is out there with McDaniels. And it's Randall in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Larson. Randall against Adebayo. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's where Adebayo makes his living, in the paint.
The Timberwolves shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. He drops it from range.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Larson with a rebound.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Here's Jonas. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Pass to Jonas. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs. Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Outside McDaniels. Drills it from deep. McDaniels got 11 points here in the 2nd half.
That's 5 threes for him tonight and his 3rd of the half.
Pass to Jaquez to halt the run. Here's Larson. The 3. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Right wing for 3. Randall. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the 2nd half. Attack from 3-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And Minnesota with possession here. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. McDaniels finds Ingles. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Hero, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. McDaniels can't hit. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Back to Mitchell. And he's going for the oop here. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Here's Edwards. And that one hits the back iron. And here are the Heat. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Fontecchio outside. Hero for three. No good. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Don't you know I'm loco?
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Mitchell. And it's Wade in at the small forward.
Wasting no time making his reply. Mitchell has to let him know he is also deadly from the arc.
For three, Edwards. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Wade. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the high post, Harden, that's good.
Having a bad possession, look, just get it to James Harden. He'll make everything okay.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Now we'll hear from Ali LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Ali?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back over to you.
All right, Ali, thank you so much for that. Buries it from three-point range.
It seems like Edwards has gotten better from long range every season, and you can see how confident he's become.
Harden the pass to Allen. And there's the drive. And it's Allen with the jam.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Harden kicks to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 6. McDaniels on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got his second basket of the night.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Max Strus has checked in for Dean Wade. Harden kicks to Mobley. Harden against DiVincenzo. Fires for 3. And, oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, Okay, I see you. Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Harden kicks to Strus. Three-pointer. Nice shot by Mobley.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Here's Edwards. Excellent D there from Allen.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Pass to Mobley. Harden outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can. And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And to put things simply, this has not been his fault.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well done to force the action and get the call. Mobley not sitting back.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game. Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
Fires away from outside. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And against what? And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Guard and off guard. Filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm giving them hype for the game, and it gets me going too, guys.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 10. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Oh, man, what a play by Allen. He really packs a punch.
Here's Edwards. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The wide open shot from Strus. No good from outside.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Allen against Reed. Allen outside. Outside Porter. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Drives at full speed. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Tomlin's checked in. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Mitchell outside. Here's Tomlin, defended by Anderson. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they are still holding on to that #1 spot midway through the season. I really admire how consistent they've been continuing to play their brand of basketball.
The three from Harden. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 12. Here's McDaniels. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Mitchell outside. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Back to Harden. To end the drought. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Harden's got 5 now.
This is Harden's mindset. Consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
That one goes. Count it.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Bryant, a screen on DiVincenzo. Harden missing again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's McDaniels. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Pass to Harden. And it's Bryant at the elbow. Now Mitchell. Edwards defending. Oh, Mitchell's so good inside.
Whatever he lacks in size, Mitchell makes up with craftiness. It allows him to be effective inside.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm alongside Kenny Atkinson. Coach, what might you do to adjust going into the second half?
Well, first of all, shot selection's got to improve. If that doesn't improve, it's going to be a long night. But, you know, if we do get a good shot, we got to get back on defense. I think our transition defense, we're leaking too many points there.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way.
Next on the docket, power rank. And that is a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep, like he did in the first half. He's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Harden, and it's Wade in at the 3 spot. Here's McDaniels, pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Edwards got 24 points.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from D.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Minnesota leading by 13. So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether 2 big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's 3-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the 3-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at McDaniels. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the 3-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that 3-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Mitchell outside. And a miss there on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this lead.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Max Strus is checked in for Cleveland. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Edwards against Mitchell. Pulls it from the elbow. And the shot falls short this time.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Edwards, that's good.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
1:51 left to play in the third. A shot by Harden, wide open. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything. Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Allen, that's good. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy, and Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tomlin's checked in, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. Launches a 3, and there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Allen, a screen on Highland. Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Tomlin tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Minnesota leading by 23. Randall outside. Schroeder against Highland. Here's Dosunmu. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
20 seconds left to play here in the third. Randall passes to Reed. Now Highland. Rebounded by Allen.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Struz stands for two, and so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Dosunmu, and it's Phillips in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Off target with his three. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And the shot goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Cavaliers shooting for the game at 42%. Schroeder finds Bryant. Bryant sets the screen for Struz. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Hands it from downtown. 6 points for Dosunmu.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
The three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Looking to end the run. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams, a lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest. If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Puts up a deep three. Randall can't get that one to fall.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Took him no time at all on that one.
We know this about Harden. He's got every trick in that bag.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. Edwards has come in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Cleveland also making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Evan Mobley comes in for Max Strus. And it's Mitchell in for Dennis Schroeder. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Such a clever and effective combo guard. Mitchell navigates these pick and rolls so well.
Here's Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Lobbed up there for Allen. That one doesn't drop.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden outside. From outside the arc, Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Pass to McDaniels. That one good for 2.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Basket counts.
And this is how dominant Allen can be. If you continue to feed him, he will reward you.
Here's DiVincenzo. Sinks that one from the post.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you...
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. We'll see you later.
Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. Taking a look at Minnesota, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Donovan Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Wade in at small forward. This is their second straight game facing off, Graham. Do you see tonight playing out like last game?
No, I think this one looks different. When we talked with the coaches, BA, they told us they've each got some new wrinkles for tonight.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Boy, if Mobley continues to hone that outside jump shot, folks, look out. You will not be able to guard this guy.
Edwards, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Well, they really made Mitchell work for it, but he adjusts around the foul and still gets it to go.
And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Graham.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, BA. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
And Cleveland has possession, following the score by Minnesota. Outside Mitchell. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Left side, Edwards. Shoots over Harden. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. From deep, Mitchell drains the triple. Mitchell's got 5.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Harden, the pass to Wade. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pass to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Oh, Mr. McDaniels with the response. How competitive is this guy?
DiVincenzo against Harden. Out to Mobley. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. DiVincenzo against Harden. 6 to shoot. Pass to Randall. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. The rebound by Allen.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, BA, that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
Bryant, he's checked in for Cleveland. Strus comes in for Wade. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Highland's checked in. Harden from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. With his skill from the mid-range area, that's money.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Minnesota. Off target from the wing.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Here's McDaniels. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in. McDaniels got 5.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
From deep, Mobley. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My...
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Timberwolves, 2nd quarter underway. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's Highland in at the 1.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Here's Randall. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. And then for Minnesota, Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Anderson subbed in for Highland. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Strus. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Anderson finds Randall. And the shot's good. Randall's got 5 points.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randall is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Schroeder passes to Allen. Cleveland working the ball around now. Stolen by Reed. Fast break, Minnesota. Fires from the wing. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. That's 7 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Harden's checked in. And then for Minnesota, Shannon's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Julius Randle. Harden from outside. Misses another, just 1 of 4 from the floor.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Hits the trifecta.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hits you with the three-point shot. Okay, Anthony.
Pass to Wade. Here's Schroeder. Three-pointer, Harden sinks the tray. Harden's gotten his 2nd bucket.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Here's Shannon, covered by Strus. Pulls it. Edwards can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here in the 2nd quarter. Harden with a screen on DiVincenzo from outside the arc. Harden misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the 2nd quarter. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Strus. Defense right on him. Allen with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Wade. Shot clock at 5. Back to Schroeder. From deep three-point range. Minnesota with a rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they wanted to win the physical battle in that game, and they did. Their rebounding numbers really paint the picture.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
For the Cavaliers, Mobley, he's checked in for Strus. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Schroeder. And then for Minnesota, Ingles comes in for Anderson. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for Shannon. Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, you just watch Anthony Edwards continue to progress. This guy gets better and better every year.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Coach Kenny Atkinson demanding that Evan Mobley stay in attack mode the entire game. And Mobley said, I have a lot of different skill sets that I can bring to the table. Being out there and challenging myself is going to sharpen them and get them where they need to be. Brian, back over to you.
On the rise. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Pass to Wade. Back to Harden. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Ingles.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Three-pointer, Harden. The shot off that time. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Please bring your attention to center court. And get ready.
Welcome.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Timberwolves.
They have.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. James Harden out there with Mitchell. And it's Wade in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half. DiVincenzo, pass to Clark. Up top, Edwards. Checked by Mitchell. Mitchell against Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the second and last game of the quick homestand. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Anderson. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Highland in for Anthony Edwards. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Let's see some of the numbers here for James Harden.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Mitchell, the pass to Harden. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. That shot, no good.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Pass to McDaniels. Knocks it down from distance. McDaniels got 8.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
No coverage that time. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Highland, the pass to Randall. Over Mobley, back to Highland. Book it, and it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
Highland, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Outside Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Mitchell driving in. Wow, a great finish off the move by Mitchell.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Strus, he's checked in for Wade. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DeSumu's checked in. DiVincenzo, pass to DeSumo. Back to DiVincenzo. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Strus. This one for 3. The shot no good. Minnesota's gone 6 of 9 from 3-point range. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
The drive by Harden. On the wing, Strus. Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Lets the 3 fly. And Mobley throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Now here's Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And Gobert with the stuff.
That vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
Outside Mitchell. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's DeSumo with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's McDaniels. Oh, stolen by Harden. In transition, here they come. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got 9 points.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside, DiVincenzo. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's... Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Cavs trailing. On the court for the Timberwolves. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Highland in at point guard. Reid against Bryant. Harden from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reid's got 4 rebounds now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Well, Cleveland's shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Here's Strus. Can't hit that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 3. And Edwards, here we go. Ant-Man getting it done inside.
Boy, oh boy, when Anthony Edwards gets downhill, turn the lights out, folks. He's a handful.
Wade, the pass to Harden. The 3-ball. McDaniels with the rebound.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
And the shot goes. And it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Harden. 4-3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Edwards, a pass to Highland. Into the lane.
Well, Bones Highland causing a little havoc in the lane. He'll get to the free throw line.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Bryant. Mobley comes in for Strus. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Schroeder. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Phillips is checked in for McDaniels. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Coach had a direct message from the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Guys, I think it's obvious Bones Highland has talent on the offensive end as a scorer. But for this guy to really make it, he's got to find a way to be efficient and consistent.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And the basket is good.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Now Mobley. Now Harden. From downtown. Cleared away by Reed.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Mobley against Anderson. Now Edwards. Muscling it up and in. Edwards.
I'll tell you, this team has not had an answer for Anthony Edwards. They shouldn't feel alone, though. He's put a lot of work on a lot of teams.
Now Mobley. Nails it. Pretty fade.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Edwards. Edwards finishes strong against the D.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Just 5 to shoot. Now Mobley, 18 feet out. Oh, the shot is off. Here's Edwards. Shoots a 3. Harden with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
For 3, nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 34.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Money from 3. Edwards. Yes, sir.
Anthony Edwards.
so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it.